talking is done. The previewing, the predicting is done. Talking is done. It's time to talk on the pitch. We're on the horizon of another Africa Cup of Nations. And as Romano says, here we go. Total agreement between us and AFCON because the tournament 6 months late. Let's not forget, we keep flipping calling it AFCON 2023. We are in 2024. This competition was supposed to happen 6 months ago, but here we are back to AFCONs in January, and I hope you guys are excited as I am. It's been a long old wait. Seems like it goes on forever. But the time for AFCON is here, and I hope Ivory Coast puts on a spectacular show. We want to showcase the best of Africa. We want to showcase what we're about. We don't want to be memed and made a laughing stock of blowing the whistle in the 75th minute or not having an offside flag. We want to show we are the creme de la creme. There's competition to be up there with the Euros, with the Copa America, with the Asian Cup, all that sort of stuff. So I really hope we're going to see a fantastic tournament. Only the second, well actually it's the third AFCON to be 24 teams, I think. Relatively new thing, but regardless, every country here has earned the right to be here. They're not making up the numbers. All 24 teams, apart from the hosts, of course, who qualified automatically, but you'd expect Ivory Coast, with respect, to qualify regardless. They've all earned the right to be here. So every nation's got to be treated with respect, and there's not going to be an easy game. I remember years ago, you'd roll over teams. You'd face a lower nation, let's say a Tanzania or a Namibia, and it would not be a problem, 6, 7, 8-0 with your eyes closed. Not like that anymore. I think the gap between the top teams and the bottom teams has got smaller. I want to see a good competition. I want to see goals. Yes, some teams are going to have to keep it tight at the back to be in with a chance. And this is perhaps the drawback of having the third place teams going through, because it means you can effectively draw 3. Didn't Tunisia go through last time with 3 points in third or something, and then end up winning the game in the last 16? So let's see how it goes. What do we expect? Well, match day 1 is upon us, kicking off with a Saturday, just the one game. Ivory Coast taking on Guinea-Bissau, live on the BBC in the UK. And let's hope for a spectacular opening ceremony. I'm sure they will sing Akwaba, the very catchy song. I'm sure Magic System and Mohammed Ramadan and all those sorts of people will be there performing. And then the talking done on the pitch. We haven't seen Ivory Coast in big competitive football for a while. They didn't go to the World Cup. Didn't even have that playoff. They've got to beat Guinea-Bissau. A Guinea-Bissau that got absolutely destroyed by Mali 6-2 not too long ago. This is a Guinea-Bissau, though, that's made the AFCON for the 4th time in a row. They've never done that before. Like I said, they want to show they're not here to make up the numbers. They've been the nearly men recently, getting to the AFCON, but then going out in the group phase every blimmin' time. They're going to be hoping to do something different, but very, very hard to go to the host nation and get something. We see last time Cameroon played Burkina Faso. Cameroon were losing. What happened? They got 2 penalties. Before that, Egypt's got a narrow win in the opening game. So the opening game will be tough. It'll be tight. But once Ivory Coast get that first goal, a lift off in the stadium, Haller will want to be up there with a golden boot. He'll want to get his first goal. Kessié is going to want to show what he's about. Aurier with those overlapping full-back runs. Willy Bolly in the defence. And then the younger talents, the Adingras. No Zaha, no Cornet. Is this the new Ivory Coast? Can it perform at the top level? We're going to find out, because the preparation is done in terms of their infrastructure, but have Ivory Coast prepared on the pitch? Last time, I know they absolutely smacked us in the group stage. In the end, they went out in the last 16 in AFCON 2021, so not that good. But we're expecting a blockbuster game, and then it's all guns blazing with 3 games a day. We've got the Sunday, which we're very much looking forward to. We're going to see the likes of Nigeria kick off their AFCON campaign. We're going to see Egypt kick off their AFCON campaign. Can Mo Salah make it 3rd time lucky after losing 2 AFCON finals on the spin? And then we've got Ghana in action as well, I think, against Cape Verde. And then 3 games on Monday. It really is a magnificent Monday, because we're going to see Cameroon play Guinea. Now, we know Anana won't be there for that fixture because I don't know what's going on there. He's saying he's going to come for the knockout stages. I think if Ondoa has a good tourney, as in a good group phase, and let's not forget, the last time Cameroon won this competition, this guy was in goal, Ondoa. He wasn't Anana. So if anything, I don't know what's going on there. Since we played them in that playoff, it's still Song in charge, isn't it? There's a lot going on behind the scenes. He even sent Anana home at the World Cup, and then they played Brazil without him, and they won and kept a clean sheet. Quite extraordinary. That camp looks frail. There's no Choupo-Moting either, and Burma is out. An early Cameroon exit would not only be not that much of a shock, I think, now, but also would help Algeria's path, because that is a potential quarter-final opponent for Algeria should we make it, inshallah. I would have to wait and see. I mean, I'd love a Guinea there with respect. But Senegal kicking off as well. Let's not forget they are the reigning champions at home to a Gambia side who, goodness me, they're lucky just to make... I know we said they were in the group of death. I didn't think they're actually going to be having a near-death experience. I'm not going to lie, okay? What on earth's happening there with their flight to Ivory Coast? No oxygen on board. I mean, this is ridiculous. This is what I'm saying at the start. We don't want Europe laughing at us. We don't want the world laughing at us. We've put the players in danger already. I mean, thankfully they're now there safely and arrived, but we shouldn't even be saying this. Like, this shouldn't even be a thing of hoping there's oxygen on board. I mean, what is going on there? They've already got an incredibly tough group as it is Gambia. In fact, they've already done so well just to qualify. And then with respect, we know last time they had a very good cup, exceeded expectations, beat Tunisia along the way in that campaign. But you'd expect them to have oxygen. I mean, it's in the air. I don't get it. Anyway, amongst all that drama, Monday, it's still got Algeria playing at night. Can you believe? Algeria, Angola, Monday night. That's going to be massive, isn't it? 8 o'clock, under the lights, prime time viewing. Africa will be watching us. Oh, we're going to deliver. I bloody well hope so. Then on to Tuesday, where Burkina Faso will play Mauritania. Tunisia have got to beat Namibia, considering they've got Mali and South Africa to come. They have to beat Namibia. I don't care if it's a scrappy 1-0. They'll all take that. Because if they don't beat Namibia, I'm telling you now, I do not rate this Tunisia at all. I see them in all sorts of problems. Leaving Hannibal out. What you doing? Club over country, come on. Stillham Sackney, do me a favour, lads. Mali, South Africa will be a good game, I think, as well. That'll be a good game to watch. Percy Tau and all that. But Mali, many people's dark horses. There seem to be the dark horses every time. And then they never are. And then it concludes match day 1 on Wednesday with Morocco against Tanzania, of course, managed by Amrouche, the Algerian, who, of course, drew to Algeria 0-0 to qualify for that one, over Uganda. And then Congo and Zambia. Really could be a really good opening game for both those sides, because with Morocco to come for Congo and Zambia, they'll be both looking at that fixture to really cement their place in the competition, of course, in the next round. So here we go. Let the games begin. Drop a thumbs up if you're excited. I'll see you soon.